April 5th, 1813. I cannot seem to recall the precise time I arrived at Ravenscroft Manor. I came to my senses here, yet cannot recall the journey itself, nor the reason for my visit. No one greeted me upon my arrival. The place was empty, silent as a tomb. I attempted to find a way back, but the manor lies deep within an unfamiliar forest. After wandering the grounds, I realized there was no road or path in sight, and I resigned myself to stay, at least until morning. A bitter cold pervades these halls, creeping through the stone walls as if the house itself were leaching warmth from my bones. This place is unfamiliar, yet I feel I have been here before. A vague memory, distant as fog on the moors, beckons from the corners of my mind. Perhaps a night's rest will bring clarity. April 7th, 1813. Sleep eludes me. I am plagued by dreams of hollow corridors stretching endlessly, each leading back to the same darkened room, always devoid of light, yet full of a terrible presence that watches unseen. There are whispers, strange, guttural sounds barely intelligible, murmuring from behind the walls, speaking words I cannot understand, yet they crawl beneath my skin, leaving a lingering unease. I thought I saw a figure in the corner of my room last night, tall and cloaked in shadow, but when I reached out, it had dissolved into mist. I attempted to find anyone within the manor again today, but all is still empty. Ravenscroft seems abandoned, yet inhabited by something I cannot see. April 10th, 1813. I explored the manor today, though I found little solace in the attempt. The halls are labyrinthine, twisting and turning upon themselves in ways that seem to defy reason. There are rooms I could have sworn I'd passed, only to find them again, but subtly changed, as if the walls themselves breathe and shift when I am not looking. My candle dimmed and flickered as I wandered. A single gust extinguished it entirely, plunging me into blackness. I felt eyes upon me, close and watching, as if something ancient and unspeakable lay just out of sight, lurking in the shadow. April 12th, 1813. I can feel it now, a presence unmistakable and malicious. The whispers are louder, an incessant chorus of voices urging me to remember, but remember what? The words are maddeningly vague, echoing endlessly in my mind. I found a room hidden behind a tattered tapestry, a chamber filled with objects I cannot place, fragments of memories or dreams, old journals, a cracked mirror, an empty vial, all covered in dust, as though they had been abandoned long ago. My own reflection in the mirror looked distorted, eyes sunken, face unfamiliar. I cannot trust even my own image. April 14th, 1813. I am beginning to suspect I am not alone here. Last night, I heard footsteps echoing through the hallways, heavy and deliberate, moving toward my room with a slow, terrible purpose. The door rattled as if someone were on the other side, but when I opened it, I was met only with the empty, yawning darkness of the hallway. The air felt thick, suffocating, as if something had been waiting, lurking just beyond sight, slipping back into shadow when I drew near. Whatever resides here is toying with me, pulling at the edges of my mind. April 17th, 1813. The dreams grow more vivid, unbearable in their clarity. I am trapped in the manor, walking the same corridors again and again, yet I can never find an exit. There is a room at the heart of my dream, one I dread to enter. Inside I see myself, yet not as I am. I am older, decrepit, as though my very soul had withered within these walls. I try to speak to the reflection, to ask it how I may leave, but it only watches with eyes that know too much, lips curled into a smile of cruel understanding. April 20th, 1813. My own memory is unraveling. slipping through my fingers like sand. I found another journal today, my own handwriting, though I have no memory of writing it. It speaks of rituals, sacrifices, an ancient pact forged in desperation. Is it possible I have been here before, repeating the same doom cycle? There are flashes, pieces of a truth I dare not face. I see myself, surrounded by shadows, my hands bloodied, my eyes wild with terror as I beseech something unseen. My own face, a stranger's face. April 24th, 1813. The voices have changed. They no longer merely whisper. They laugh, a cruel and hollow sound that echoes from within these walls, mocking my confusion. "Remember, Elias," they say, over and over, a chant that fills my skull. I found a symbol etched into the floor of the hidden chamber, an ancient seal, unfamiliar yet oddly recognizable. I touched it, and a cold, searing pain shot through my hand, leaving a mark, an imprint I cannot remove. I fear it is a brand, a mark of ownership. April 26th, 1813. There is no escape. The truth is clawing its way to the surface, no longer content to remain hidden. I remember now. I came to this place not as a visitor, but as its prisoner. I made a pact long ago, a desperate act to prolong my own existence. But the price was steep, too steep. My soul was bound here, to these walls, to this endless nightmare. Every attempt to leave, to escape this prison of my own making, has only brought me back again and again. I am condemned to wander this manor, eternally lost in its twisted halls, haunted by the shadow of my own sins. April 30th, 1813. This is my punishment, my purgatory. I am Elias Ravenscroft, but I am also the shadow, the presence that lingers in these walls. My own soul is fractured, trapped, doomed to repeat this cycle of horror. I am both the hunter and the hunted, the prisoner and the jailer. There is no escape, no salvation. I will wander these halls forever, a specter haunting the remnants of my own despair. If you are reading this, know that this place is cursed. Leave before you too become part of its endless torment.